Hello, everybody. I'm back. So I've pulled two cards from the color cube. So this one here, 167, which is the first edition number. The second edition is 201. And this one here, 168, is the first edition, and the second edition is 208. Excuse me. So these reds, of course, I wanted to go to red and green. I haven't done that this year yet. So doesn't this pie look really good? And I wouldn't mind having all those gifts. All right, so we're going to start with our reds. So I've pulled reds from these two. The crimson with all the gradients, the scarlet with the gradients. So let's get started. Our first color, I love mushrooms, coloring mushrooms. So I'm going to put a page underneath. Okay, I'll get it. Underneath like this. And a page to lean my hand on. All right, so the bottom of my mushroom will be dark. So I go in a little bit harder on the bottom, and then I go up very lightly. Dark on the very bottom, and go up a little bit lighter. So dark on the bottom, lighter. So what I'm thinking is that the light source is, okay, this is different from the other one. Okay, so the light source will actually be coming this way. So I'll make sure it's lighter around the windows. So this pencil that I have here is a 937 TuscanRed. As usual, I'll put all the colors in the description. You'll be able to get them all out before you start, if you so desire. Okay. So this book is from Hanna Karlzon. It's called Merry Christmas here in America. And in Europe, it's Good Jul. There we go. Our dark source. Let's map out our light source right away. We're going to use the 929 pink. That way I don't forget when I'm coloring. I know that this is the light source. I'm not doing a yellow because I just want to stay in the themes of reds and pinks and greens. So we'll put yellow in the window still. But the mushroom where the light hits can be just a lighter version of red, if we so desire. Around the window, not to forget. There we go. And then we'll go in with the 1018 Pink Rose. This is a brand new one that I went and got out of my backups. It's also the pink. I think the pink was in the botanical set, and so is this one here. So you might already have those if you went out and got the botanical set. Otherwise, there's always open stock. So you stop by your Michael's or Blick's or Omer de Serre. In France, I think they have the Action. I often hear them talking about that store. Okay, so now I won't go over that area with my darker colors. Now I'm going to take the Crimson Red 924. I'm going to make sure it's very sharp. I'll go over the darker part here, my transition area, and I'll go up. Has to be very sharp because there's a lot of little areas here that we want to leave without color for the moment. Can go up a little bit, lightly, because we have many more pencils to go. So these are all the pencils we'll be using. This is a big area, right? This mushroom deserves to have many colors, many shades. If you have a Posca, that would be a good thing, because we'll definitely be using a lot of Posca, white Posca. Also, the shaded area, which is down here, is also on this side here. I know I'm making a bit of a mess. I'm shaking a little bit, so, but I will be putting white Posca over these, so these little round circles here. So it's not too bad if I mess up, and I can always come in with my blender. So thank you for voting. This is the page that received a vote. I'm hoping to get more votes before publishing this one, but we'll see. Okay, so let's continue with 924 Crimson Red. Going over this little transition area and up. So when I do this one, the light source will come from up here. So this will be light. This one, the light source will become like this. This one, the light source will be coming like this. So when I give you some homework, if you want to get started on your own, you'll be able to. And because I'll be doing all of the mushrooms this way. And if you want to wait till my picture comes out on the last image, on the last video of this series, it'll be in the playlist, right? Sometimes it's fun to have the finished version and be able to refer to it. So the finished version, I will put it on, like I've done with the others, on the Facebook page. And the Facebook is Coloring Tips for Beginners. And then the playlist will be updated. Right now, I think I'm up to date with the other colorings. I think we've completed 3 pages. So, Joanna Bassford is having a problem with the website. People are trying to download the free PDF. And we might not be able to get it today, which is okay because she will wait till the problem is resolved before doing the tutorials. There's going to be a contest. It's a page from her new book, Wonderful Wildflowers. So by her giving us a page, we get to participate in the challenge, in the concours in French, the contest. I won't be buying that book just because I have so many Joanna Bassford books. I think I have at least 10. And so I'd rather advance in those books. So you will get color alongs with Magical Worlds, which is, I think, one of my favorites, Magical Worlds. World of Wonders is also really, really good. So I'm still going very lightly with a 924 Crimson Red. I'm going to go in with my next color. I dropped the whole tray of pencils. Now, when people say that these pencils break in their sharpener, guess why? They probably drop them often. I can't believe it. Will I ever live and live and learn? My goodness, I'm going to have to go pick them all up. So for now, I'm just going to try and use these little pencils and do that at the end when I'm offline. Yeah, I can't believe I just did that. Is there a video where I don't drop something? So I might need my blender with this, so I will be using the Caran d'Ache blender. I don't want to put the white because I want the red to stay vivid. I don't want it to be pale with the white. But if what you have is the white, You could always use the pink to blend this out. Let's try out the pink. Oh, it's on the floor. Okay, with the Tuscan Red, I'm going to go back and make sure that all my tooth is gone. Yeah, so this is working good. So I won't have to put the blender here. Yeah, this works over here. Now, I went in hard, so I'm not going to be able to put more color. But I know that this is my darkest part, that I don't want it to go any lighter. All right, so I'll go ahead with a little bit of a transition area. So what colors, if you decorate a Christmas tree, what colors do you put in your tree? I've always had a tree with all the colors, but mostly red and green. But now they've come out with so many colors. You can buy a pink tree, a white tree, a blue tree. Okay. So up here is also shaded. All right, so that was with our Tuscan Red 937. Now we'll go with the 924, blend it out with the 924. And remove any teeth that has been left out. Yeah, I might have to go in with the Caran d'Ache blender. And I can go up light, very, very lightly. Very lightly over the pink, which is our lightest area. You don't want to go with harsh lines. You want to go in circles, very lightly. I still can't believe I dropped all those pencils. The whole tree. What, at least 5 pencils. Oh well. Oh, I think last night I was looking on Amazon, and I think the 150 set was at 107 in the States, not in Canada. But Black Friday's coming, so there might be some sales. We'll see. Hopefully they don't put up the price to take advantage of the traffic. Yeah, so I still have quite a few pencils I want to put here, so don't worry. It's in the ugly stage right now. But pretty soon, with the other colors that we'll be adding, we'll get a nice picture. There we go. All right. Then I have a third pencil here, which is 923. I'm going to sharpen this one. So we can go ahead and try and burnish what we've already gone over. And it's working, so. So I'm going a little bit harder because I know that this area will be burnished. So. And then I'm going to go very lightly on the rest of it. Very, very lightly. I won't go in the pink area for now. I'll just see at the end what it looks like. I don't know if you hear the pencil, the sound it makes when you're coloring. It's the sound of joy. So this takes patience, I know, but it's so worth it. But the best thing to do is to color it the colors you like, or follow this one. Do what makes you happy. That's what's important. we can all have different styles. That's okay. I'm going to sharpen this pencil. It's getting dull, so I'm using the Dahl 133 DAHLE. Have some music playing or the TV on, or just personally, I love silence. So I don't always have my TV on. I do have it on a lot, but not all the time. So you're going to want a smooth transition between this dark Tuscan to this red. You're going to want to make sure it's nice and smooth, no harsh lines. So here we can see that there's only one coat of red and then the Tuscan. So we're going to want to make sure that the transition is good. Turn my pencil in my hand just a little bit to get the sharper side. So this is the 923 Scarlet Lake. My brush is on the floor, so I'm going to dust off with my hand. Oh well. I'll take care of that when I'm finished filming the video. Yeah, this is among the prettiest pages in the book that for my taste, you know. There are some more, of course, but this page I really love. I do love coloring mushrooms. When you turn the pencil in your hand, you get back to the paper, you can tell how well that blends in when it's sharp. So the homework is going to be to do all the rest of the mushrooms. They have the same light source as this one, all coming from upwards. It'll keep you busy for a while, of course. Can go very lightly for a transition area. Let's do a very light coat over the pink. Very, very light. So for those who are new here and haven't watched the other videos, I'm here in Quebec, Canada, and it started snowing. Sometimes we don't have snow before December 24th, but this year it surprised everybody. Now people don't even have their winter tires on yet. So it's a bit chaotic, accidents, and the garage is really busy. Okay, let me go pick up my other colors from the floor. Oh, jeez. It's not recommended. And I don't recommend this at all. All right, so I'm going to put it on this side. Maybe I'll be luckier. Oh, did the eraser also take a fall? Eesh, okay, that's why I have a backup. All right. So now I'm going in with the 922. I'm going to make sure there's no tooth down here. If I can get it out, I will, like this, with a pointed lead. That helps out a lot. Like that. So did I say 922 poppy red? Very lightly over the light area. So for Joanna Basford, as soon as I get the upload, the download, I'll let you know. The download is a fox with different flowers inside on his body. I'm only going to do it if I get a request, unless I really like, oh, I want to do it, you know. But so that's something that if I get a request, then I'm going to be like encouraged to go ahead and do it, you know. So I'll see when the time comes. This Christmas one should take us a while to do. So you can zoom in on your phone or iPad to see better. If I zoom in, it works well, but then I forget to zoom out and I start getting out of the screen area without realizing it. So I'm not going to zoom in anymore, or hardly ever anymore. I get too many senior moments. Okay, so this is a little bit lighter here, so that'll look fine. This is lighter. That's looking good. All right. The next color, 921, Pale Vermilion. So let's make sure that the white is no longer there. This one is also in the botanical set, so you don't have to go buy it open stock, unless you decide to get a big set of pencils. You won't have to go open stock, but all depends what you have and what, if did you like the Prismacolor? Is it a pencil that you enjoy? If you don't enjoy it, maybe get a few polychromos open stock and test those out. You can let me know so I can start a polychromos tutorial. And the other pencil, which is also has the identical numbers as polychromos, they're both from Faber-Castell, is the Gold Faber. They're less expensive than polychromos, and they're still a good pencil to begin. You know, if you don't want to spend much, you don't like Prismacolor, then it's a good alternative. And with all the budget pencils that are out there, they're not all equal. But some people do wonders with budget pencils. I do have the Arctics that I can also do a tutorial. My mother has the Stadler, so I could always go and do a tutorial with my mom. Alrighty. Okay, so now it's going to be time to go in with our Caran d'Ache. I'm going to sharpen it a little bit. Okay, what's fun also with Caran d'Ache is that it brightens up the colors. So let's say if we start here, just watch how the color gets really pigmented. Look how pretty that is. So here I don't want to add any more color, but there's still a lot of tooth. So with the Caran d'Ache blender, I'm not adding any color. I'm getting a beautiful color just from using the blender. You go medium hard, you don't want to break the pencil. And it's working out all of that tooth. Look how vibrant this is. Look at this between these two. If you have problems with your wrists, and it means that you don't have to put as much pencil down by using the Caran d'Ache blender, that's a good thing. Okay, the dark area, I'm just going to do the dark area where I see maybe a little bit of tooth, but I'm not going to go up until I clean it. So I'm staying in the dark area. I don't want to dirty the red up above. So the Caran d'Ache blender is really nice for bringing out nice colors. If you have the Prismacolor blender, what's nice is the tip stays nice and long, a long time. You can sharpen it very pointy edge tip because the lead is so hard. So if you're heavy-handed, you're not going to break it as easily. But you have to go really in small circles and make sure you're getting the correct color everywhere you go. You don't want to be able to see the circles, so you have to go lightly. There. If I had used the white to lighten here, it would be kind of dull. So with the pinks, it blends in well with the red. When you're coloring pastel colors, then the white makes them nice and bright. So, not that pastel colors have bright colors, but makes your colors whiter. So look at this section as I blend, how nicely that color comes in. Look at that color. In Quebec, I get this pencil, I just walk into Omer de Serre, and they always have it on the shelf. So far, every time I've gone, they have it out on the shelves. And so you might want to check out your art stores. And otherwise, you might be able to get it on Amazon, depending on where you live. So we've been very patient doing this page, this mushroom, and it's paying off. Like this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'd appreciate it. And if you want to leave a comment, I will answer your comment for sure. I think the very first page I ever colored was with my polychromes. I followed a tutorial, and it was a mushroom in Worlds of Wonder. It's a pretty book. That was my very first book from Joanna Bassford. I have an extra copy if ever you want a tutorial in my book. Just trying to get any tooth that I see here. Now that's looking pretty. Come on. That is looking very pretty. I'm gonna add a bit more pink here to keep it lighter. As I'm going in with the blender, it's darkening the pigment. It's a gorgeous pigment, but I do want light areas as well. So with the pink, I can do that. There we go. So this is the part 1 of our Hanna Karlzon Merry Christmas book. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find probably a brown combo here, always being inspired by my cards. So I have other cards that I'll be able to match with these 2 cards and find the perfect brown. And I'm also going to add yellow in the windows, a nice warm yellow to warm things up. And then I can do the chimney in black and gray. And I can do all these little areas here. Are they warts, or I forget how they're called. So that's going to be in the next video. In the meantime, you can do the exact same thing on all of these mushrooms. 1, 2, 3 mushrooms here. And I'll change the combo for the smaller ones, so you don't have to do the smaller ones right away. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon. Have a great day.